Hi everyone, in our last lesson we started our discussion with working of merge sort algorithm, and in that lesson we divided this entire problem to the smallest unit of the subproblem by applying divide and conquer approach on this problem, and we had used merge sort algorithm for applying divide and conquer approach on this problem. Okay, and now in this lesson we will apply the merge algorithm. Okay, we will try to find the solution of each and every of these subproblems by comparing and combining. Okay, so for finding the solution for each and every of these subproblems and conquering and then combining, we will be following this piece of code. Okay, so we will trace this algorithm. Okay, and with this you will clearly come to know how we will be finding the solution for each and every subproblem by comparing and combining. Okay, and this is the second part of working of merge sort algorithm. If you guys have not seen my last lesson where I have discussed everything about division process of this entire problem by applying divide and conquer approach and by following merge sort algorithm, if you guys have not seen that lesson, I strongly recommend you guys to watch that lesson as well. And if you guys have not subscribed this channel, then subscribe it first, watch this lesson completely, and if you like this lesson, then don't forget to click on the like button. Now let us try to understand the process of merging in the case of merge sort algorithm. Okay, so now here you can see here we have two subproblems, smallest unit of subproblems. Now we will be applying this merge algorithm on these two subproblems to compare and combine. Okay, so here I have written this algorithm and I have set the I equals to low, which is equals to 1. Okay, so now I have set the I variable to this first subproblem and I have considered it also as low. Okay, and then I have set the mid to 1. So now for these two subproblems I have set the mid point as 1. Okay, so now you can see when we divided these two subproblems, we had divided these two subproblems based on this middle value. Okay, so at that time the middle value was 1, so I am considering the middle value for these two subproblems as 1. Okay, and I have to set the j as well. I am setting the j equals to mid plus 1 equals to 2. So mid value is 1 and we have to add plus 1 which equals to 2. So now this 1 is the mid value and 2 is the mid plus 1. Okay, and then high I have to set as 2. So now for these two subproblems, what is the high value? The high value is 2. Okay, and I have set the k value equals to 1. Okay, what I am doing is I am maintaining a separate array. Okay, for storing the sorted elements, then I will be taking those elements and then putting inside these two places. Okay, so for pointing these two locations in this array, I have set the k variable as 1. Okay, so first time the k will be pointing to the first location of this array. So now let us start our tracing of this algorithm. Okay, so now while I is less than or equals to mid, so now what is I is 1, and what is mid is 1. Okay, so while I is less than or equals to 1 is less than or equals to 1, yes, condition is true. Okay, and j, what is j? 2, less than or equals to high, so what is high? 2, so 2 is less than or equals to 2. Okay, so now here 1 and here 2. 1 is less than or equals to 1 and j is less than or equals to 2. So that means both of these conditions are getting satisfied. Then we will come inside this while loop. We will make an if condition. We will check here if array of I, what is I is 1 and array of 1 is 9. Okay, so if 9, at this place 9 will come. So 9, if 9 is less than array of j, what is j? J is 2. So array of 2 is this 3. So now here at this place 3 will come. If 9 is less than 3, no, condition is not true. 9 is not less than 3. So the control will come out of this if and control will come inside this else block. Okay, where we will pass array of j. What is j? J is 2 and array of j is, array of 2 is 3. Okay, so we will pass this element 3 into the k. What is k? K is 1 into the first index of this C array. Okay, and once we move the second element, this element 3 into the C array, then we have to increment j and increment the k. So j will be incremented. So now j will become 3 and k will become 2. Okay, so now we have to apply the same algorithm with these values of I equals to 1, mid equals to 1, j equals to 3, high equals to 2 and k equals to 2. Okay, so now let us apply. So now I is 1, 1 is less than or equals to mid, yes, 1 is less than or equals to 1, condition true, and j is 2, yes. What is j here? J is 3. Now j is changed to 3. Okay, 3 is less than or equals to high, which is high is 2. So 3 is not less than or equals to 2. That means this condition false. Only this condition gets satisfied. So here we have taken and operator, and we can come in only inside this while loop only if both of this condition gets satisfied. Since one of the condition here is not getting satisfied, that's why we will come out of this loop. And since only this condition was getting satisfied, then after coming out from this while loop, we will come inside this while loop. Okay, while you can see 1 is less than or equals to mid. Here 1 is less than or equals to mid. Okay, now here you can see only this condition was getting satisfied and this condition was not getting satisfied. That's why we come outside this while loop to execute only this much statement, only while with I is less than or equals to mid, and here we have written that code. Okay, while I is 1, 1 is less than or equals to mid is 1, yes, condition true. Then what we will do, array of 1, array of I is 1, so array of 1 is this 9. Okay, we will move this 9 into k. So now what is k? K is 2. In the second location of C array, we will pass the first index of array. Okay, now you can see earlierly the elements were 9 and 3. Now we solve these subproblems by swapping, by comparing. Okay, so now we have find the solution for these two subproblems. Now we need to do the same thing for these two. We need to merge these two subproblems as well. Okay, we have to do the same thing. Okay, now here for these two subproblems, our I value is 3. Okay, so now we need to change it to 3. Okay, and for these two subproblems, what is the mid value? Mid value is 3. We need to change 3 as well as mid. And what is j? J is mid plus 1. So 3 plus 1, which equals to 4. Okay, 4. 3 plus 1, 4. And high is, for these two subproblems, high is 4. So we will change this to 4. Okay, and we need to set this k to 3. So now here 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so now we need to apply the same algorithm on these values. Okay, so we will check here what is the value of I is 3. So we will change here 3. Okay, 3 is less than or equals to mid is 3. Okay, so 3 is less than or equals to 3, yes, condition is true. And what is j? J is 4. J is 4 and less than or equals to high is 4. Okay, yes, both of these conditions are getting true. 3 is less than or equals to 3 and 4 is less than or equals to 4. That means control will come inside while loop, where we will check with this if condition. If array of I is 3, array of 3 is this element 7. Okay, if 7 is less than array of j, what is j? J is 4 and array of 4 is this 5, element 5. Okay, we will check if 7 is less than 5, but 7 is not less than 5, so condition is not true here. So control will come inside this else part. Okay, so where we will execute these two lines. Okay, array of j is 4, so array of 4 is 5, so we will move the element 5 into the third index of C array. Okay, so that is our third index. Yes, 5. Here 5 will come. Okay, and we will increment the value of j by 1. Okay, and the value of k by 1, k plus plus. Okay, k will also get incremented. So here k will come here. Okay, now for these set of values we need to run this algorithm. So now I value is 3, so 3 is less than or equals to 3, yes, condition is true. So j is what? Now j gets changed to 5. So now this becomes 5, and Yes, less than equals to high. So what is the value of high? 4. So 5 is not less than equals to 4. So this condition is getting satisfied, but the second condition is not getting satisfied since there is and operator in between both of these conditions. So if we want to go inside this while loop, both of these conditions has to be satisfied. Since only one condition is getting satisfied, which is this one, I condition, so it will come out from this while loop and it will come inside this while loop where I am checking only 3 is less than or equals to 3. Okay, yes, condition is true. So we will come inside this while loop and we will check array of I is 3. So array of 3, what is array of 3? 7. So we will move this 7 into fourth index of C array. Okay, C of k means C of 4. So we will move this array of 3, which is 7, into the fourth index of C array, and our fourth index is 7. Okay, so now we have solved these two sub problems as well. So we will put this here. Okay, so now we need to apply the same process on these two sub problems. Okay, now okay, so we will just erase it out. Okay, so now for solving these two sub problems, what is the I value? This is 5. I value is 5. Okay, and then mid value for these two sub problems, mid value is 5. So we'll consider 5. Okay, and then what is mid plus 1? J is mid plus 1. So 5 plus 1 equals to 6. And then high for these two sub problems, what is the high value? 6. So I have kept 6 here. And k will be 5. Okay, fifth index, fifth and sixth index. Okay, yes. Now let us run this algorithm. Okay, now I is 5, so I will put 5. And what is mid? Mid is also 5. Okay, what is j? J is 6. And what is high? High is 6. Okay, so 5 is less than equals to 5. Yes, condition is true. 6 is less than equals to 6. Yes, condition true. Now both of these conditions are satisfied. We will come inside this while loop to check this if condition. If array of I, now here array of I is 5. So array of 5 is 6. Okay, and array of j is 6. So array of j is 4. So now here the values will be 6 and 4. Okay, so 6 is less than 4. No, condition is not true. So we will come out from this if and will come inside this else part where we will execute these two lines. Array of j. Okay, what is j? J is 6. Okay, so array of 6 is this element 4. So 4 will be moved to the fifth location or fifth index of C array. 4 will come here. Okay, now you will see j incremented and k incremented. So now j will become 7 and k will become 6. Okay, so now we will apply the same values here in this algorithm. So now I is 5 and mid is 5. 5 is less than or equals to 5. Yes, condition true. And j is 7. So now j is 7 and high is 6. So but this 7 is not equals to less than or equals to 6. Since only this condition gets satisfied, the control will come out from this while loop and we will come inside this while loop. Okay, so we will take the value of 5 here. So here 5 and here 5. Okay, so 5 is less than or equals to 5. Yes, condition is true. So array of I is 5. So array of 5 is 6. So now we will pass this 6 into the sixth index of C array. Okay, so array of 5 is 6. So we will pass this 6 here. Okay, so now you can see we have solved these two sub problems as well. So we will put this 4 here and 6 here. Okay, so now we have to solve these two sub problems as well. Okay, so we have to do the same thing for solving these two sub problems as well. So here let us first come and change the values. Now I need to merge these two sub problems. So for the first initial value for these two sub problems, I will be 7. Okay, and mid will be, for these two sub problems, mid will be 7. Okay, and j will be 8. 7 plus 8, 1, 8, and high will be 8 for these two subproblems. Okay, I8 and K will be 7. Okay, and 8, and here K will be pointing to 7th index. Okay, so now here I is 7. 7 is less than or equals to 7. Yes, condition true. Next, J is 8. 8 is less than or equals to high. High is 8. So 8 is less than or equals to 8. Yes, both of these conditions are getting satisfied. So we will come inside this while loop to execute this if condition where we are checking array of I. I is 7. Array of 7 means this element 8. Okay, so array of 7 here. Array of 7 here. It's 8. Okay, and then array of J is 8. Okay, so 8th element is 2. Okay, so now array of 7 which is 8 and array of 8 which is 2. You can see in this if condition 8 is less than 2, no, condition false. So it will come in the else part where we will pass array of J. What is array of J is what? 8. So array of 8 is 2. Array of 8 is 2. We will pass this 2 into the 7th index of C array. Okay, we will pass 2 here. Okay, now the next one is we need to increment J and K. So J will get incremented by 1 which equals to 9 and K will get incremented to 8. Okay, so now again we have to do the same thing. So I is 7. 7 is less than or equals to 7. Yes, condition is true. Now here J is 9. Okay, 9 is not less than or equals to 8. Here this condition gets failed. Now we will come out from this while loop because only this condition is satisfied. So we have to come only to this condition here where we will pass the value of 7 here and 7 here. Okay, so while 7 is less than or equals to 7, yes, condition is true. Then we will pass this value of I which is 7 into this array of 7. What is array of 7? Here array of 7 is 8. So we will pass this 8 to the 8th index of C array. Okay, so 8 will be passed to the 8th index of to this C array. Okay, now we have solved these two last problems as well. Okay, by comparing. Okay, so now here are 2 and 8. Okay, so now you have to do the same thing for making the solution for these two subproblems. So for doing that, what you can do is so now we need to merge these two subproblems. Okay, and we need to form a bigger solution. So here you can see for these two subproblems the middle point will be 2. Okay, so as you can see, this is here we have to make this kind of solution. So now for these two subproblems the middle value will be 2. Okay, and I value will be 1. I will set I as 1 and mid as 2 and mid plus 1 is 3. Okay, and high for these two subproblems high will be 4. Okay, and K will be, I will set K as 1. Okay, first index, this is first index. Okay, so I will increase it out 1 2 3 4. Okay, now K will be pointing to the first index. So now we have to pass these values in this algorithm. Okay, so now here you can see I have passed these values. I have set I equals to 1 and mid is 2 and J equals to 3 and high is 4. Okay, so now we need to check in this while condition. While 1 is less than or equals to 2, yes, condition is true, and here it is J is 3. Okay, 3 is less than or equals to 4. Yes, both of these conditions are getting satisfied. So we have to come inside this while loop and we need to check this if condition with the value of I and J. Okay, if array of I is 1, array of 1 is 3 and array of J is 3. So array of 3 is 5. Okay, so we will compare this first element with the third element. So now 3 is less than 5. Yes, 3 is less than 5. So what we will do, array of I which is 3 gets moved to the first index of C array. So 3 will come here and we will increment I and increment K. So K will get incremented and I will get K will get incremented and I will get incremented. Okay, so now we will need to check this algorithm with the value of I equals to 2. Okay, so now the value of I gets changed to 2. So 2 is less than or equals to 2. Yes, condition is true. Okay, and then here j is 3. So 3 is less than or equals to 4. I is 4. So 3 is less than or equals to 4. Yes, both of these are conditions satisfied. We will come inside this while loop and we will pass the value of I, which is 2, into this if condition. Array of 2, array I is 2. So array of 2 is this element 9. Okay, so now here 9, and array of j is 3. So array of 3 is 5. Okay. So now we will compare these two elements. So 9 is less than 5. No, 9 is not less than 5. So we will come inside this else part where we will pass array of j. J is 3. Okay. Array of j is 5. Okay. We will pass this 5 to the second index of C array. Okay. We will pass this here 3, 5. Okay. Now you can see our elements are getting sorted. Okay, and when we pass the element 5 to the second index of C array, we have to increment j. So j gets incremented and k gets incremented. Okay, so now k will come here. Okay, next we need to apply these values here. Okay, so now I will be 2 and mid will be 2, j will be 4. Okay, and high will be 4. So both of these conditions are getting satisfied. 2 is less than or equals to 2 and 4 is less than or equals to 4. So we'll come inside this while loop and we will check array of 2. Array of 2 is 9. Okay, array of 2 is 9 here. Okay, then array of j, which is 4. Array of j is 4 is 7. Okay, 7. So 9 is less than 7. No, 9 is not less than 7. So control will come in the else parts where we will pass array of j. Array of j, which is 4, array of 4, which is 7, will move to the third index of C array. Okay, so 7 will come here. Okay, and then we will increment j and increment k. K will get incremented and j will get incremented by 1. Okay, so now again we have to do the same thing. Okay, so there is no change in the I and mid, there is a change in the j. Okay, 5 is less than or equals to high. Okay, so now you can see at this time this one condition is not getting satisfied, but the first condition is getting satisfied. So we have to come out of this while loop and we have to check this condition. So I is 2. 2 is less than or equals to 2. Yes, condition satisfied. So we will come inside this while loop. Array of I is 2. So array of 2 is 9. Okay, then 9 gets passed to the fourth index of C array. So 9 here. Okay, so now we have sorted the first sub problem here. 3, 5, 7, 9. Okay, so like this we have to find the solution for these two sub problems. Okay, so when you will be making the solution for these two sub problems, you have to consider I as 5, mid as 6, and j equals to mid plus 1, which will be 7. Okay, and then high will be 8 and k will be 5. Okay, so when you take those values and that C array, then you can easily follow this process to sort or to find the solution for these two sub problems. Okay, and then you need, once you make the solution for these two sub problems like 2, 4, 6, 8, then you need to apply the same merge process on these two sub problems to merge. Okay, so at that time when you will be merging these two sub problems to make the solution for the largest problem, then you can consider I as 1. Okay, and mid will be 4 at this time, and mid plus 1 will be 5, which will be j. Okay, and then high will be 8. Okay, and k will be 1. So like this you can follow the same process for merging these smaller solutions into one solution to make a final solution. Okay, so I'm sure you guys understood the process of merging and the process of division which we had discussed in our last lesson. Both of these lessons are equally important and don't miss both of these lessons. Okay, otherwise you will find difficulties in understanding the process of division and combining or merging. Okay, so I'm sure you guys have understood, and that's all for this lesson, and thanks for watching.